There's the centralized design for the Cisco digital building ecosystem, smart building ecosystem, and there's the decentralized design. Can you describe the difference and the application for an architect or a project team to think about how an architect would actually still need to consider a bigger IT closet or a smaller IT closet based on these different designs? Can you talk a little bit about that?
And that today is where we spend a lot of our time. So we spend a lot of time talking to our partners, our contractor partners, design partners, architectural partners, and users, developers, a lot of discussion around that. Centralized and decentralized networks have been around a long time. That's nothing it's really not new today, right? Centralized, I got a telecom room, I'm running from my telecom room to all my users. So I got one room, usually they stack them up, floor to floor. Then I'm gonna run out to as long as I'm less than 90 meters, I'm good. And if I need an intermediate cross connect to help extend that, that's what I'll do, that's normal. But now I'm gonna bring out more of a decentralized, where I'm gonna take that intelligence, that switching, and move it closer to the users so I can do more things. So that's more of a decentralized approach. It's very much taking out a telecom room and I'm shortening my distance and bringing it closer to the users themselves. So that's been around for a while. A lot of people do hybrids. I'm gonna have a core and shell that's gonna start out with telecom rooms, and I'm gonna do everything I can from there. Then I might get into cubicle areas, I might get into some other huddle areas, and I'm gonna decentralize that, throw up a 8-port building switch with PoE in the ceiling maybe. Even the space we're sitting in here, if I wanna power these lights, I'm not gonna go back 30, 40, 50 meters and control it from there when I can do it in a ceiling space, as long as it looks good and everything fits in the space well. So a lot of people are doing hybrids, for sure, but you got to design it up front.
That actually leads me right into my next question. So there's this huge movement that I see in the built environment and within the architect and design community for integrative design. Mm-hmm. When would a project team want to start considering smart building implementation and design? So you're talking about decentralized versus centralized. There does need to be an understanding of how the space is going to be laid out differently. Can you talk about, for a project team's purpose, how and when should they start considering smart building, and how do they integrate new people into the charrette process that might help them move this along quicker?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's got to be early. So if you see a building coming out of the ground, it might be too late, right? Because all these different trades and functions, one of the first things designed, other than space and your site work, right? You start out, so conceptual design starts months, years before that. So when somebody's going to build a new building, 8-story building, 12 something of good size, it's going to take a hotel, right? It's going to take a couple of years to make sure it's designed properly. So traditionally, you go through the whole process, you design, getting permits, going through all these different things. Lighting and spaces and electrical are usually right up front. So a lot of that's laid out in design. So we're talking about powering lights. That's disruptive in nature. That's big, it's visible, right? Instead of running AC cables, I'm going to run data cables. Well, the people designing it way up front in the architectural stages, which leads into the electrical stages and any other design aspects, need to know that right up front, that this space is going to be lit with LED lights and it's going to need pathways for communications cable. I don't need electrical circuits. All those things are going to change. So now my design moves into, I need more telecom, right? IT, let's just call it IT right now, facilities, all those combined together. I'm going to need more communications in the Big C Global World ICT. Information Communications Technology, that's a term that's come up more and more. It's going to fall into that realm versus traditional electrical, MEP, right? Mechanical, environmental, plumbing, all that. They're starting to collapse. So you got to be way up front. It can be done. Yeah. A lot of meetings that have to happen to make that work. I've been in some meetings where the architect had everything picked out. Everything's ready to go. We change it. Now we're doing PoE, the lighting changes. Now those fabrics don't look as good. Yeah. So they got to redesign everything. So it's got to be as early as we can get in. And it's bringing us a lot further up front.
I've heard you use the term convergence contractor before. So is this a person that's new to the market that's actually going to be bringing all of this knowledge together to help facilitate these conversations with expertise on smart building design? And do you think that you're going to see MEP firms picking up some of these folks as well, where they're noticing that their electrical side of the business might not be as normal as now smart building design?
That's true. They can be flexible, right? They'd be able to look at a business strategy and know where it's heading. At this point, we know this is where it's heading. It's not a matter of if. We know it's going to happen. It's a matter of timing, right, and implementation, which is starting today or has been already. So yeah, so people that can take advantage of that, and a contractor-based, a design-based, integration-based architect firms, same way, are spreading in this area very quickly. So convergence and understanding it, because now we've got a firm that has multiple attributes for design, right? I can leverage all these. I got my lighting group, I got my MEP group, I got my telecom group. You all get together and do this design holistically together.